I were to describe Nollywood, I would say passionate storytelling with heritage. You know, I think that's what I would say. Because the stories are modern, but there's all the emotions and things that bubble through the stories and how the stories progress are really based on the heritage and the culture of all the characters involved.
Okay, but I think it would have been better for you to finish your university education before getting married. Oh, God, Chuku. Well, like I said, I can still get married and go to school. Are you jealous I'm getting married before you? Yeah. How can I get jealous because you're getting married before me? I'm not jealous, it's just that because you're my friend and I need to tell you the truth.
Watching Nollywood films, I felt proud because I felt like my stories, were being told. I felt like I could identify with the characters and the stories and stories you hear back home of what's going on with such and such family. I mean, I love Hollywood films, but it's also nice to hear about the other side. It's also nice to hear about, and I feel like Nollywood films capture that in the most amazing way, and I think that's why they're so popular, not just in Nigeria but in Africa.
We are here at Trade Fair International Market. Here is Benue Plaza. The right place that we are into right now is Bonac shop, where home movies are being marketed. So far so good, as you may see around you. You see the previous movies, you see the present one. And the right person you are here interviewing, I featured in this movie, Dollar from Germany.
Okay, yeah, let me see.
I featured in this movie, Dollar from Germany.
Who produced it?
Produced by Jericho. This is a movie titled The Tears of the Ghetto. I also played a prominent part in the movie.
Tears of the Ghetto.
Yes.
Produced by who?
Produced by Femi Ogedengbe and marketed by Be Good Ventures.
Sorry, may I ask a private question? Are you a marketer or you are an artist or you a producer? Sorry.
I'm a producer and an actor.
Yeah.
Nollywood film producers are mostly marketers, so to speak. There are people who used to sell electronics in the markets that decided, look, we want a way to push our electronic equipment, which is videos, VCDs, the discs that make the VCDs. How do we do that? Let's fund some films. When we fund films and people like them, they're going to buy more VCDs.
There are leaps and bounds that we've covered, but there's no major frame of reference right now for the structure that's called Nollywood. It's a freewheelers kind of situation. Everybody comes. We have the professionals, definitely. We also have mediocres that are participants in the industry.
The quality might not be where we want it to be right now, but then I think that's also another statement in its own. I mean, it's not always about, how much money you pump into a film. People want to be entertained and they want to be touched. And I think Nollywood films do that.
Ross, we got here some reality right here. Turn up my microphone. Shit. Ross, I better turn my microphone on. Shit. It's time to hear some reality. 204. Abdul Karim. What up?
Nigeria, jaga, jaga. Everything's scatter. For one day, suffer. Bossa, one shot in the air. Nigeria, jaga, jaga. Everything's scatter. Bow. For one day, suffer. Bossa, one shot in the air.
It basically was just a group of people just making films for people around their neighborhood to enjoy. They never envisioned that it would go across the Niger, the east of the country, to other parts of Nigeria, not to talk of going outside of Nigeria.
You're not going anywhere, Ken. I want to see rich children. What is this? Speaking.
Look, Esther, let me pass.
Ken, be closer. Be closer.
Esther, be very careful. Be very careful.
I am being very careful.
living anywhere. Movies are the only medium, if I must say, the only medium Africans in diaspora can reach home. It's one way of exposing what goes on back home, what's new back home, and that way people stay in touch with home.
I bump into Africans all over the world, and as soon as they find out I'm Nigerian, they're like, Nollywood, and they start talking to me about Nollywood films, and I don't even think I watch it as much as they do. People in Gambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda, like I have friends from these places, and they're like, hey, your films are really popular back, and I think it's because they've captured a certain spirit of Africa.
You're coming to a market that these people were already comfortable the way they were. And people in their society, Africa is a very large market, accepted them the way they were. So you have to find a way to accept them the way we are. Because we have we know what we're doing. For you to come to us in the first place, I'm sure you know that there's something, right, you can tap into it. So if you're going to come in, you cannot change us.
In Nollywood, we want to tell you our story. Witchcraft is part of Africa. Voodooism is there. Right now, you go to Cuba, you go to a lot of these places, they do it. And they celebrate it. Because there's a consciousness that everybody wants to be on their own. Enough of the colonization. Enough of the colonization.
If Nollywood improves quality, they will be the premier content provider for every black person in the world, and I don't care where the black person is from. We're all principally from Africa, whether you like it or not.
If you know you have what it takes, come and invest in the Nigerian movie industry. All over the world, the industry is a gold mine.
Things are looking up, things are looking brighter. People are getting more and more aware of the industry as a whole, and that is a good thing. A lot of investors are coming in. People are open to ideas.
One of my dreams is for a dramatic change in Nigeria in the way things are done, So I spoke to some of my Hollywood friends, and I told them that, I'm thinking of going into movie production. And the first thing they said to me was, well, there are two reasons, there are a few reasons for going in, either you're going in to lose your shirt or you have something to say.
My mother once told me that hens are known for gathering and then scattering. I hope Nollywood won't be like that. We are gathering for now. In 10 years' time, if we are careful, we won't scatter.
I feed, I breathe, I eat, I live Nollywood. So Nollywood, up you go. The sky is your stepping point. One shot in the air.